I have a couple rare baseball items here. What I have is John McGraw and Joe DiMaggio. And these are the busts that made the plastic figures, and these were sold in the National Baseball Hall of Fame and ballparks throughout the country in 1963.
This is the mold to make this.
That's correct.
And this is Joe DiMaggio?
That is Joe DiMaggio.
Marilyn Monroe fell in love with that. I'd have had a chance with her.
In your dreams, Rick.
I came to the pawn shop today to try to sell my 1963 Hall of Fame bust molds. They were used to make little plastic figures of Joe DiMaggio and John McGraw. I've been collecting sports memorabilia for over 30 years, and I just like to move some of the stuff out.
I mean, the outside of the mold does not look like Joe DiMaggio.
Right. But all the details on the inside, that's where the figure comes from.
Probably one of the best baseball players of all time. He's got the one record probably no one will ever beat.
Yeah, the 56-game hitting streak in 1941, which still holds up to today.
Plus, he married Marilyn Monroe. This guy was cool. And who is this guy?
That's John McGraw, 1891, the dead ball era.
Was he the guy they called Napoleon?
That's little Napoleon. He was 5'7".
Got kicked out of more games than anyone else in baseball?
Yeah, I believe it's 132 games. He was the most kicked out.
Did you ever see McGraw play?
No. Joe DiMaggio I saw play when television was in its infancy.
So what do you want to do with all this stuff?
I'd like to sell it. I want $2,200 for both molds, and I'll throw in the Joe DiMaggio bust.
What we have here is not the baseball collectible, it's the thing to make the baseball collectible.
Right.
I mean, there's something here, I just don't know what it is. Let me call a buddy of mine, let me have him come down here and see what he thinks they're worth. Okay, be right back.
Thank you.
The guys call me down to the shop whenever they have some sports memorabilia that walks in that they have some questions about. Back in 1963, these would have been made by a company, Sports Hall of Fame, and sold at Cooperstown and other souvenir shops. What we have here, we have two great Hall of Famers. We have Joe DiMaggio, who's a Yankee legend, and then a lesser-known but very well-respected Hall of Famer in John McGraw. Most of his fame came from the days he was a manager of the New York Giants. He strung together something like over 2,700 wins, which ranks all-time second behind only Connie Mack. It's because of great Hall of Famers like this that items like this even exist. The molds from this era are very rare to find. They seldomly come up for sale, but every once in a while you do see one pop up. Now, the main thing we want to see here is a mirror image of the stamping of the player name and the company manufacturer. On the finished product, it would appear right side up. And I can see on the inside we have the information, Sports Hall of Fame and Joe DiMaggio, which is exactly similar to the finished product, how it appears on the plastic. We also have John McGraw, same exact thing. And looking at these, I mean, everything seems to check out, but there's this one thing that's kind of bothering me about them.
Okay.
Do you guys have a ruler?
Yeah.
All right, so what we want to do is just basically measure from the base of the bust to the top. A lot of the fakes I've seen before, they're actually smaller in size, and they have a lot less details in them. Okay. All right, so taking into consideration all the details, especially the height of them, these are absolutely good.
That's great to hear. It's a relief.
The original busts are 6 inches tall. The base is about 2 inches, and the actual bust itself is about 4 inches. These are good.
So what are they worth?
Being one of a kind, it's a little difficult to pinpoint, but John McGraw, you're looking at maybe around $500, $800. Joe DiMaggio, one of the most famous baseball players of all time, $1,500 to $2,000.
Okay. Is the bust worth anything?
Yeah, around $50.
Okay. Well, thanks, man.
Being that these are one of a kinds, they appeal to a lot of people, but at the end of the day, there's a very small market for something this rare and unique.
So how much do you want for them?
After hearing the expert, $2,200.
No. I'd give you like $1,100 for the pair.
$2,000 would be the lowest I'd go.
Well, then you're going to take them home.
You know, and this happens all the time. People come in and they literally want what I can get out of it. I mean, if I do that, I'm not going to be in business long.
Right, I understand that.
Yeah, 1,200 be tops, Rick.
It's one of those weird, odd things. I think I can get money out of it, but it's going to sit up for a long time.
1,500.
Yeah, I'll meet you in the middle at 13. That's the most I can go. It's just, I believe they're going to be a hard sell. They're going to sit for a long time.
I understand that, and I'll take 1,300.
Okay, I'll meet you right up front, and we'll do the paperwork.
I'm walking out of the pawn shop today with $1,300, and I'm very happy. It's going to go in my kids' college education fund.
Wow. This thing is nice.
This is a casting out.
This is like one of the holy grails of American coins.
I'll do 95, and that's it.